from India. Merchants came here, and through their character, they were able to influence the people. No armies came here. And that is the situation today. Our character can overcome all the propaganda that they put against us when they try to call us by terrible names. Number 5, we have to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our youth that they have courage and conviction. They will need to have shujaa, that is courage. And courage does not mean that the person is a tough person with big muscles and the one that beats everybody up. The Prophet said the strong person is not the best wrestler. But the strong person is the one who controls himself when he's angry. He controls himself when he's angry. Self-control. This is the real strength of it today. Next, the leadership not only has to have a knowledge of the classical sources of Islam, but also a knowledge of the environment around it. That means that we need to study the current issues in the world today. How many of us are aware of climate change? What the discussion is around the climate. This is one of the crucial issues of our time. What is the Islamic position about climate change? Have you ever heard of it? This is the most, I would say, crucial issue facing humanity right now. And the World Watch Institute in Washington, D.C., a few years ago, they said we want you to do a study, what is the most dangerous thing facing our country and facing the Western world. And when they ended the study, they said it is not fundamentalist. The most dangerous thing is the environment. Because if you do not deal with the environment, if the polar ice caps continue to melt, if the fires continue in California, if the earthquake starts to rumble, then you can forget about politics, socialism, capitalism, you can forget all of it. Because when that water comes, we're only trying to save our lives. What are the issues concerning drugs? What the younger generation is taking, drugs. Do we know this? Do we know the new drugs that are coming into the market? They change the name. And they make some of it sound good. Do we understand what's happening with the younger generation? When I came to Singapore many years ago, they had what they call latchkey children. I don't know if you still have latchkey children. These are the ones who are left in the houses, where the mother is working, the father is working, and they gave the child the key. They can do anything that they wanted. What is happening with the younger generation? Is there alternative programs run by Muslims for the younger generation? Can you play sports as a Muslim? Can you be involved in physical activities? Do you have entertainment for a Muslim? Think about it. Because what do people do on Friday night, on Saturday night? What do the young people do? Ask the question. They know what I'm talking about. In America, we say, the eagle flies on Friday, and Saturday I come out to play. Which means that on Friday they start getting nervous, and then Friday night they go out and they struggle, they drink alcohol. Saturday night they do something crazy. On Sunday they go to church and say, oh God, forgive me, and on Monday they go back to work. We can get caught in the same cycle unless there's an alternative to these. Is there an alternative recreation? What can the young people do on Friday night? We have Islamic recreation. We have Islamic movies. We have Islamic sports. These are critical issues which is going to make a difference in our community. Next point is shura. The younger generation will need to learn shura. وَأَمْرُهُمْ شُورَى بَيْنَهُمْ وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. Allah tells us their affairs are dealt with in shura, mutual consultation. And from what we have given them, they will give it. Shura, which means every masjid should be the shore. When we make decisions, we need to counsel each other. It doesn't mean we have to practice Islam exactly the same way. There might be some slight differences in the school of thought. MashaAllah. We're Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. That's okay. But we need to counsel each other, to be open with each other, and to learn to share. If my brother is right, or my sister is right, I accept what my sister has. That is the way of the Sahaba. So shura is a critical point. Next, we need to have a positive approach. A positive approach. Because for a Muslim, it's a win-win situation. Either you win in this world, or you win in the hereafter. A positive approach. When the Prophet said that his followers would tell them, Bashiru wa la tunafiru, yasiru wa la tu'asiru. He tells them, make it Bashiru, give good news. Don't drive people away. Make religion easy. Don't make it difficult. Sometimes you ask the person for a fatwa, and he looks for the most difficult one he can find. So the Prophet was reported, whenever he was given, he had to choose between two solutions to a problem, he always chose the easiest of the two first ones. I did. This is important today. We are all Ahlul Qibla. We pray to the same thing. Sometimes there's a difference between us. In some places, you go to London or some place, I don't know about here, but they say, what are you? Are you Sufi, Salafi, Tabligi, Ikhwani, Hizb Tahrir? They start naming all these Jama'at. I tell them I'm a Muslim. They say, what is this? What kind of Muslim are you? But did they have those kind of Muslims in the time of the Prophet? No. How does the Quran describe it? Ibad al-Rahman. Muslimin, Mu'mineen. That's how Allah describes it. And we may have to return to the basics. So we can accept each other. If there's slight differences in how we practice, mashallah. That's still my love. Amongst the companions of the Prophet, they had functional unity. Functional unity. This is an important issue. They were not all the same. And it is reported that Khalid ibn al-Walid, the sword of Allah. When it was time to make salah, they see Khalid, they don't ask Khalid to make salah. Because all he knew was Surah Al-Falaq and Nas. Just a few surahs. That's all he knew. But when the enemies of Allah came, they said, where is God? Where is he? They bring him to the front. So you have other people who knew the Quran, some people who knew fiqh, some knew da'wah, some knew struggle, but they were all part of the same group. They didn't form different organizations because of the specialization. What happens today, people form a group around a specialization, and they think that is the end of Islam, but it is not. Who's going to build our houses? There are Muslim carpenters. There are Muslim doctors, lawyers, all types of trades. But functional unity is that we will come together as a Jama'ah, using the Quran and Sunnah as our base, and work together and benefit from the strength of my brother and sister. If you see a weakness in your brother or sister, help him with your weakness. Don't attack him. What happens now? They see a weakness, they say, oh, you see that chair? I'm not going to pray behind you. I don't like the way you pray. I don't like the way you read the book. Help your brother and sister. Give nasiha. Give advice. This is the time that we are in. Reach out to other Muslims. Forgive each other. Learn to love each other. Mahabba. This deen is based on mahabba. Love, not based on hatred. And finally, the younger generation needs to take the path of da'wah, outreach. What does this mean? Many people thought da'wah was a specialized activity.